Hello, namaste, assalamu alaikum, welcome to Good For Us, and today we're going to talk about Sri Lanka and Australia, the test series that's just about to begin shortly. And the best part about this series is Australia will be facing a brilliant challenge in terms of the spin department that Sri Lanka has. Lasith Ambaldinia, you got Praveen Jayawikarama, who on debut got, I think, if not 6 wickets, he got like 10 wickets. He got amazing stats. Yes, he hasn't played that many test matches, but in Sri Lanka, he's a force to be reckoned with. You have Ramesh Mendes as well. You've got the likes of Dimuth Karunaratne, their captain and opener, who has been one of the best openers in the world over the past like 4 or 5 years, right? Him, Craig Brathwaite, Dean Elgar, and then Mr. Karunaratne. They've been so consistent. It's lovely to watch. And you got Padam Nasanka again. I keep talking about him because he's such a bright talent, and he's opening up with the captain. You've got the likes of Angela Matthews in the middle order, who, yes, the last test series they played, he performed really well. It was a different opposition. This is a different one. This is a stronger opposition for sure. And Australia will not let them off the loose very easily. But Angela Matthews, exciting batsman to watch in this series too. And from an Australian perspective, this guy, he's been a bit out of nick, and so has his partner in crime, Steve Smith. But Marnus Labuschagne and Steve Smith, I'm just waiting to see them bat on flat spinning tracks. Both of them play spin pretty darn well. So very much looking forward to seeing them bat against a spin attack, which is, under these conditions, very hard to beat, not gonna lie. And obviously we have to address the man who took the captaincy over from Tim Payne, Pat Cummins, who coming to Pakistan and put the Pakistan team themselves under pressure and won the series 1-0. Okay, so his captaincy style very much in tune with the way the Australian team plays and the way he wants to go about doing things, and he's been doing a great job so far as test captain for Australia. So he will be the difference between the two sides in terms of a pace bowling perspective. I think Australia will go in with two pace bowlers in Cameron Green and then possibly two spinners. But that being said, definitely Pat Cummins is a man to watch out for. And then on top of that, talk about Nathan freaking Lyon, who's going to be a handful. If we're talking about Sri Lankan spinners being a handful, oh, Nathan Lyon is just going to have a field day. The bounce he's going to get, the turn he's going to get on these tracks, it's going to be something that he will be very happy about. Let's just put it that way. You might not get a lot of bounce, but you'll get variation in bounce that will possibly get him quite a few wickets in these conditions. From a team perspective, I don't usually do this, but I'm going to do a predicted 11. I haven't done it in a while. I would go for Sri Lanka. It seems quite standard. I think they're going to go with Nasanka, Karunaratne. They've got Mendes, they've got Matthews, they've got De Silva, Dhananjaya De Silva to be exact. They've got Dinesh Chandimal at 6 or 7. They might switch around between Dikwella and Chandimal. I do want Wanindu Hasaranga to be in the side, but I don't think he'll be able to fit into this side. I would pick Wanindu Hasaranga, but I have a feeling that they're going to go down the route of having a better and longer, more prominent batting lineup with Chandimal, then Dikwella, and then you have to go with Ramesh Mendes, Ambaldinia. You've got what's his name? Asitha Fernando, who had a very good series against Bangladesh. And then in the end, I think they'll go with Kasan Rajita as their other pace bowler, who would be instrumental to the Sri Lankan lineup. If we talk about Australia, on the other hand, they're going to have to go with Khwaja and Warner at the top of the order, because Khwaja has just proven that he needs to open, especially in subcontinent conditions. Even in Australia, he was doing a good job, right? So Khwaja with Warner, you've got Labuschagne, you've got Smith. Now, this is a question that I'm asking myself, because Australia has included Glenn Maxwell into the thick of things, which is something that I'm very excited about. And usually, yes, he's not a test player as such, but being included in the squad does mean they're looking at him as a potential option in the middle order. So they've got an option of Travis Head, and then obviously they have to go with Cameron Green, and then the keeper Alex Carey. They might just play Glenn Maxwell. People are talking about Cameron Green might be left out and you play Maxwell and Travis Head together, but I think Travis Head is the position that Maxwell comes into, even though Head has had a pretty good time in Test cricket over the past few months. But I would take the tough call. I would take out Head. I would put in Maxwell. I'd say Green at 6, Carey at 7, and then you got the usual suspects. You got Cummins, Stark, Lyon, and Hazelwood or Swepson, right? Swepson because of the spin, but if Maxwell plays, do you really need another spinner, you obviously need as many spinners as possible. It is Sri Lanka, but the pitch is going to turn. I'm going to go Swepson, even though I want Hazelwood, but Swepson might be the guy for this particular match, especially in goal. It's going to be spinner's paradise, and Pat Cummins and Stark might be the better options over Hazelwood, even though Hazelwood is an absolute class bowler. These are my two predicted 11s. Probably going to be wrong, but let's see how it goes. Do give me your thoughts about who you think is going to win this Test series. I've got an eye on Australia because I don't want Sri Lanka to win, because I want Pakistan Sri Lanka to be a really, really good battle. That series starts in mid-July, and I hope Pakistan can win that one, because then Pakistan moves up into the World Test Championship rankings and hopefully get to the final. Maybe. We'll see. But yes, I think I'm going to give it to Australia 1-0. And let's see how it goes. Thank you everyone for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Do give me your thoughts about this series coming up. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining and doing all the cool stuff by watching and talking about cricket. And until next time, take care.